Hey Adam,
Hi, Rado. How are you today?
good. I'm good. Happy to jump in and go through another session with you,
Absolutely.
creating some mini apps and ideas for different brands. So maybe I'll just go ahead and share my screen.
Sure, let's jump in.
All right. So today's topic is automotive industry, right?
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting segment of the market, especially for online marketing and online sales, where by the nature of the product, the digital channels are assisting the sale that happens at the dealership. But also, as we will see in a second, I treated automotive as slightly different, not buying a car, but actually renting an RV. Anywhere where our solutions, come and shine is where someone needs to do some research. It's a higher ticket pricing, and also there's a post-purchase servicing. So automotive fits this bill perfectly, and I'm excited to see what we've built.
Okay. So let's maybe start with who we are, what we do.
Yeah, so like basically, as we've been discussing before hitting record, I think in a nutshell is the best way to describe it is that we help companies to generate better qualified leads, better quality leads. And on the other side, we help the website visitors understand the companies quicker, find the right offers for them, and explore content in a much more effective and modern way. There's the saying that people stopped searching online. They are asking the internet, to put it in quotation marks. So with the dawn of AI and other technologies that create experience much more interactive, this is where we're placed. And as marketing experts, we always like to explain it to our customers and prospect is that we are not a technology vendor to create your applications configurations, but we maximize your marketing. So by placing interactive element at the right places on your website, we make sure that your company grows. So yeah, we turn passive readers into active customers, and this is what we set out to do every morning. Yeah.
I like to say that we focus a lot on the parts of the domain or our website where there is a lot of traffic and the user's experience is pretty poor, and it could be uplifted by creating some kind of interactive mini app with AI and basically bringing way more value validated by humans value, not just ChatGPT answer. And I call it basically a way to put up a fight against ChatGPT, Gemini, and all of the AI solutions where the users turn with their questions to. And I think that still a lot of brands still receive a lot of traffic, and they can like build way advanced solutions and uplift the user's experience by when landing on landing pages of a domain of our customer.
Yeah.
So that's more or less how I interpret our,
Yeah,
let's
I
say,
like this
there.
because you emphasize the fact that a lot of content, valuable content, has been created on those websites. It can provide value to the visitor. However, by the formatting of it, like those massive blog posts, if you move to a next screen, that we will see the example here is that this is actually the example from one of the companies we looked into. On the left, there's a very well researched and valuable blog post on a very important topic. So for the content is aimed at pregnant women who are in this special time looking for how to prepare what supplements, what natural herbal supplements to use, and what is safe to use at this special time in their life. And it is a very informative, very well researched article from the company with, if I'm not mistaken, over 50 years of experience in this market. However, by the nature of a lot of valuable content, it's like, over 1,000 words or larger article that can be a bit off-putting. Like Google loves it for SEO purposes. Like this is gold.
Users don't
But
love it.
users are feel intimidated, and especially if you now look for those quick answers, personalized recommendation. Okay, what's it in for me? So what we see on the right, relatively simple configuration interface where the person can specify like, the trimester, any additional filters and requirements they might have. And then it will basically out of the whole catalog and knowledge base of this company surface the relevant products and relevant content. So it is the same, even more value because it saves you time. It is grounded in all the content. As you said, there is no risk of hallucination here. It's literally taking out from the content that has been vetted, tried, and tested. And what I like to emphasize is also it provides immediate value. Of course, if someone, we notice all the metrics, the engagement goes up like eightfold, the conversions double, the sales go like, almost double when you insert interactive elements on the website. And what we do is we are not competing with the content we embed on. So imagine the post on the left has an interactive element on top of it. Should the user be interested in exploring more, trying to, okay, why did you choose this one? I see something interesting to explore. The content is still very below to be explored, but this hook, like in storytelling, you need to show value first for people to invest in you. This is something similar, but online and the e-commerce store. So, and the results speak for themselves. Those things actually work, especially when they are combined with the traffic you already generate. So this is where our offering stands out, I guess, from in the market, is that it's not, stroke of genius that, oh, I think this will work here. We have a step-by-step framework for pretty much any e-commerce, what I like to call like the knowledge e-commerce, where the user needs to be, educated and convinced somehow to determine where those elements should be placed and what elements should be placed, because we maximize the traffic posts. For example, this blog post is already generating a ton of traffic. A lot of this traffic bounces, because people are intimidated what they see. But yeah, we can already capture it and just funnel it towards something more interactive, attractive, and providing immediate value.
So in a nutshell, basically you put up a banner here that redirects traffic to an app, or
you can embed the app, yeah.
Or you can embed the app here so that you could like provide some answers, like a quiz, bum, trimester, some answers, and then you get some kind of personalized experience and output based on basically answering potentially what the user was looking for in the content of the article. So this is still the content gives you a lot of traffic. The content itself actually is bound, causes a lot of users to bounce off the website, but we could try to recycle quite a lot of these users by allowing them to interact with the mini app, so that they could, like, at the end of the process on the other side of the app, could click on a product, could engage with some kind of form so that they could leave their email or something, and so that we could increase the conversion rate, and
Absolutely.
we could recycle some of the traffic.
We see it in data, like it works literally. I think we will put on our channel, I will put a quick presentation, basically like, hard numbers before and after, and like, out of the benchmark on the internet, how interactive elements are really driving value for companies, especially if you have like, a high ticket selling, like automotive, finance, supplements, like those. This is where those shine.
Yeah. So as part of our process, we go and we take 2 different brands from specific industry just to showcase the process and the possibilities. Of course, these are prototypes. This is very quick process, and the final products usually look different, and they are way more advanced and validated and tested. But in my case, brand number 1, I picked autodoc.co.uk. This is a huge platform, international platform. It's not only available in the UK, it's available across Europe in every country. And basically, it's a marketplace with car parts. And I've chosen, like, they have a lot of visibility and traffic, but I usually focus on the how, what, when, and so on, which keywords. As you can see, this is the list of keywords I've picked, and the estimated traffic here is actually, in my opinion, too low. But the products that we will show in this, that I will show, that I've prepared, could be easily located to any countries. You should probably multiply that amount by 10x, in my opinion, and still, and the number of keywords is 3,000. So we're talking about tens of thousands of visitors to this brand every month. And these people are searching specifically for engine coolant. They are looking for some kind of, fluids and so on, solutions like a transit bonnet, antifreeze fluid, and so on, like questions related to maintenance of a car. Like, I'm also not a car person, And I don't understand many things. Like, what should I use? How often should I do that or that? Or when something breaks, is it too expensive to cheap? Like, is it cheap or is it expensive? Like, should I find another mechanic and so on? And this is what people search. It means that they also use ChatGPT or Gemini to look for the answers. I think that in the past, Autodoc was able to capture a lot of traffic. Now the traffic is declining because people are starting to use ChatGPT and Gemini for that. Often what these people get is really unvalidated answers. And so far in the past, Autodoc was able to provide them with validated answers, why and how they've done it. They actually had a couple of solutions like the ones that we try to produce. For example, here they had a coolant finder. So all in the UK, all you had to do was to provide your registration number. It pulls the data from the database, and it picks the model for you, the maker, the model, the specific engine that you have, and then it gives you an answer what kind of coolant type you should use. But all the other ones, this is awesome. But all the other ones, they basically are content. These are like blog posts, like how wet belt, how to open Ford Transit bonnet and find release when, and how to replace a clutch, and like battery, like how long does it take to charge battery. And the answers are hidden inside of the very long blog posts that were basically a perfect material and like perfect source for Google of knowledge, and that allowed this traffic, these blog posts to be positioned very high in Google, but the user experience was terrible. And out of 30 different app ideas based on the keywords and landing pages, I picked 2. One is Repair Cost Estimator, and another one is Car Bulb Finder. So these are very small apps, but basically both of them, the keywords that are the intent behind the user's intent is like how much is a new clutch, how a change cost, place shock absorbers, bearings. So maybe they want to double check with mechanic. Maybe they know that there is something wrong with a car and they would like to just assess how much of a home budget they have to save to fix a car, and so on. So that's 5,300 in the UK. Multiply that by every country in Europe. It's hundreds of thousands of people searching that every month. The second one is car bulb. So basically they know that they have to change a bulb, and like there was a lot of keywords related to that. Model brand, some specific numbers and so on. These are some other ideas: dashboard, warning, light detector. So basically, I imagine people basically what they will do in the future, they will take a photo of like what's going on in the dashboard.
This is what I do. Like, okay, well,
that's what I do as well.
Yeah.
That's the future. So if you want to be relevant and you want to still like allow users to have premium experience and compete with ChatGPT, that's something that they should build in the future, in my opinion. Symptom to part troubleshooter. So I'm hearing some noise, and you could record the noise or describe the noise and basically get some answers. Component lifespan calculator. So how long does brakes or wheels, how long do these parts long? What's the lifespan of a specific part of a car? Wiper blade measure, tire wear pattern analyzer, charge time calculator. This is a huge domain, and they have hundreds of thousands of users landing on their pages. And the cost of building solutions like the ones that we will show you right now is pretty low. And giving these users premium experience is a way to really educate the users that Autodoc as a brand is awesome, and they really care about drivers in Europe. So you enter the vehicle registration number. Vehicle is identified. Select a repair type. Let's say we have to change oil and filter because you have a notification in the dashboard and you know how to read it. You don't have to take a photo that you have to change a filter, but you want to like know how much does it cost in specific country. Of course, based on the language and location, you could like more or less assess how much does it cost. So here we have some information. We have some workshop estimate, potential saving, like by purchasing Autodoc parts. Maybe you can come to a mechanic with your own parts. I don't know what's the idea here, but like that's something that, And then there is one more option, chat assistant. And like, hey, why not using ChatGPT as part of the user's experience inside of the mini app, the interactive solution that is embedded inside of the blog post? Hey, I see that you're working on your new VW Passat. I'm here to help you with any repair questions or concerns, but feel free to upload photos of your car
Yeah.
or mechanic documents. So you have some document from a mechanic. This is the cost that he expects. You can describe the situation to him. Maybe they could like, I don't know, maybe they have a recommended mechanics list or something like that. They could like plug it in and give
Yeah, and
recommendation. Hey, actually, they
troubleshooting.
could validate basically the a diagnose of a mechanic or find another mechanic that could provide a second opinion.
Mhm.
So that's the app number one. Any
Yes.
comment?
No, I think it's amazing. And actually, I was a couple of days ago. I was looking into when needing to change a tire, like because at every car there are those jack points, with places in the that are safe to put like a lifting jack
Yeah.
without damaging the car. They always go, oh, check in your manual where they are. I don't
Oh
even know
my
where's
god.
the manual to my car. So like
Yeah, nobody, like
imagine.
99.9%
Exactly. So
don't. I
imagine
mean,
like you can literally take a picture like, okay, where do I jack this? And it will literally point you on the picture, like here or here. So I think it's any servicing post-purchase support, so spare parts, servicing. I think this is where things like this can shine. So yeah, keen to see the other app.
I just think that what, you could say, oh, you should just go to ChatGPT, maybe, or you could actually try to build a network of truly valuable apps that are tested by
Hmm.
the Autodoc brand experts, and they could like say, yes, this is the right, everything fits, everything is the right combo and mix because we have documentation. They probably have the most advanced documentation of like what parts, everything like related to parts. So all of that is just amazing material. And this is their moat against other businesses, against ChatGPT, because they know more than ChatGPT, and ChatGPT hallucinates. The systems like these, they could build it and try to adjust it the way that it won't hallucinate. The next one is find the perfect bulb. So I don't know, maybe these two apps could be different. It could be the same thing, but anyway, this is like I'm my I lost the light. I want to have a brake light. I want to change it. What's your preference? LED, long life, standard. I will go for standard. Okay, I have one more. So I don't know, like, hey, I am having a problem. I don't know like what to do with something, and I can upload a photo. And let's say I have this,
Hmm.
something happened. I upload that, help me, and it queries Gemini or OpenAI, and it can give you an answer. This damage is severe, and you have to actually go to a mechanic
Hmm.
and so on. Don't do this yourself. You can order the parts from us, and you can go to mechanic or something like that. It gives you an answer, but you can see that it analyzed the photo. It the possibility is another H7 or H15 high beam. So this is how it works, and it took us quite short time to build on these two apps, and it's now very possible to build apps like these for non-technical people very quickly. But the most important element here is the design, the management, the monitoring of that, then the measurement of the success, like what's the conversion rate impact, what's the financial impact, what's the ROI on the investment, and also like what's the users basically impact on users, like how much value did we bring to them, and do they find the answers? If they find answers in the mini apps like these, this is a proof of concept, and you could try to invest more, maybe build a mobile app, maybe build way more advanced apps for the users. But this is our mission, to basically democratize access to mini apps like that and basically improve the user's experience out there in the internet. Okay, back to you.
Absolutely.
Your brand.
Yeah, so I chose brand number 2. It's called mcrent.eu. It's a pan-European, it's a German company as far as I know, but it's a pan-European rental, let's say, marketplace or providers for anything, campers, RVs, motorhomes. So it's a look at the automotive less from your own purchase or maintenance, but also using like a rental market. So if you move to another slide, and I had a look at the traffic, that non-branded traffic that comes to this website. It is a very well-established player in Europe, but I noticed that a lot of traffic comes from outside Europe. So, for example, someone from the USA, Brazil, Pacific region want to come visit Europe, and it actually makes sense. It's a smart idea to hire a motorhome and travel around. So you can have, let's say, a full experience from north to south, east to west. And what I noticed is that when did that exploration of how what experience are those travelers welcomed with? So if you move to next screen, I noticed that there is some content marketing, which we see on the left on basic content, how to plan, maybe some pre-built recommendations, what to see and when to see it. But when you try the booking experience, it is a very linear experience. So meaning that you have to follow specific steps. And this is something what we saw when we looked in the tourist industry, that, oh, you need to first know the dates, what you want, when you want it, and then just to find out, oh, cars are not available. But if you were to change it like one day, one way or another, they are available. Or maybe you don't even know what car to take. There's what wasn't shown on the screen before, a whole long tail of queries like, what car for Norway? What car for, a road trip around Europe with children? And the content is there. They've got quite a lot of blog posts or other recommendations. But basically, when I was applying our way of thinking and our procedure, I came up with the app we will see in the second. So if you move to the screen, so the ideas for apps, how to monetize and how to capture all this long tail traffic that comes to the website was there was a whole cluster of keywords around cost calculator. How much does it cost? And there was also a different approach on how to, if you, even the planning of the app, like, okay, you might go as a family, so you kind of, you cover all of the cost yourself. But if you go as a group of friends, how to split it, and okay, what is the most comfortable for people, for the group of friends. Then perfect match, vehicle finder. So basically, if you want to try to see Europe, and that was actually detected on some forums and user-generated content. It was like, oh, why does it start from me choosing the dates? I know what I want to see. So I want to see Italy, Spain, France, I don't know, maybe Germany, Poland, and maybe go up north. So what is the best car? How to structure the itinerary? What do I want to see? And things like this. Another one was one-way relocation deal finder, because the logistics of a pan-European provider is quite important. They sometimes have, let's say, something similar to last-minute deals, but basically if they need a car somewhere else, they get you a better deal. For example, going from, I don't know, from Germany to Poland or from Poland to France. If you want to go one way, you might get a deal for that. As well as what more niche providers specialize with is to help you to find what's nearby. So each of those ideas is really supported by a large cluster of long tail keywords. So each blog post, each infographics generate some traffic, but altogether it's quite substantial. So it actually lends itself for a mini app, which we will see in the second. So I chose the one to work with is a perfect match, vehicle finder, but with the spin to touch on the other apps. So if you go to a next screen and click on the link there, this basically helps you, switches the experience on its head. You first start because with the things you are sure, who do you go with? How long do you want to go with? So if you go 2 weeks, and maybe we go, the long haul, let's say. And for example, what's your driving style and what kind of vehicle would you like? And then this is pricing. You can switch either as a family or per person. So different, if you want to split as a group of friends or as a family, and then it will recommend you based on, it gives you, it's a quiz. The mechanic of the quiz, it gives you the category and suggest different vehicles. Of course, the mock-up, there's no database
Wow.
behind it, and an itinerary, what you can do in that time, what to see and what countries you will see. So it basically helps you to design, match the car, and help you with the itinerary based on the input you already know. So how many people go there? How much time do I have? How much money roughly we can spend? Make me a European, Euro trip based on my other preferences, whether I'm more adventurous or more comfort seeking, things like this. And that has significant chance to increase the conversion rate, help the provider manage their calendars and inventory. So that's the app that
Wow.
came up. Yeah, like, some of those are really impressive.
Are these real photos or these are Gemini generated?
Some of them are real, some of them are Gemini generated. For
Wow.
example, an RV like the one you see, like that exists.
Wow. Okay, that's really very pleasant app.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is
better than the one that I created.
no, like, it's because this one I tried to cater for as many clusters of keywords as we saw on the screen before. So even the starting screen, I wanted to make it like a banner that can be embedded on top of any article, any little piece of content that basically.
Because the articles were related to different parts of Europe, different
Yeah.
itineraries, different solutions for families, for group of friends, and so on. And yeah, it makes sense to place a banner there or embed this. I mean, it should be a banner. Hey, just
I
use
think so,
our
yeah.
mini app to help you decide on like what kind of RV you need for that journey. I mean, I like it.
Because
It's less. I think it's less. I mean, there is traffic, there is intent, so people are looking for some kind of inspiration,
and
answers.
it comes from product design, that people are experts in the, let's say, in the problem they face, but they are not experts in the solutions that will fix this problem. So basically, by applying our framework of work and seeing those, then translating those clusters, because let's say those clusters and search queries are the problem. So what to see in France, how to RV in Europe, RV in Germany, things like this. But when you look at the whole constellation of clusters and then what the actually company does, in the sense, okay, people want to go on a trip. What's a good trip? It's attractive, it's pleasant, you create memories. So what does it mean? You see things, you spend time with people you care about. So let's focus on that. And the entry points are those keywords and search phrases, and we capitalize the traffic which already is there.
So since this brand already has such a huge amount of visitors looking for answers, I mean, to build the best possible relationship with the people that land on the pages, it is brand's responsibility, especially now when we have all these tools, to really give these people answers and inspire them. I'm thinking about me and my family, thinking about, hey, where should I go? Even next door to Germany. I'm like, I don't know. With family or with friends. With friends, we can see more. We can like hop and off like from every day new city. But with my family, it should be like every second day or every third day to switch a location, right? So it's a different. So basically, even in planning itinerary and mapping the best locations, like I imagine a map like. There was a map in your solution that could be another app to plan itinerary, basically to provide this personalized information. Is it a family? Is it a group of friends? What kind of age? What kind of style? What kind of budget? And go and use the API available out there from different apps, like where you can park, where you can save money, and where you can like actually have a premium experience because you're a wealthy traveler. With a family, or you're traveling with elderly person, and you have to have always the right, facilities around you, and it can like give you a map, and you can click generate a map of like places where you should go, how many places you can see in 2 weeks or 1 week, or you can have a list of pre-selected itineraries based on their experience, and that's a premium experience. Then I know, hey, okay, I know that it's less related to renting an RV.
I think this is what I see.
This is a different experience, but why not giving these people such experience?
As a customer, the company needs to help you say yes, rather than if you try to book something in a very linear way, like dates, people, vehicle type, it needs like a guessing game. So it's like you input something, no. You input something else, no. You input something else, doesn't really suit me. Or you need to come up with so much knowledge, knowing exactly when do I want to go, what do I want to see, what is the best way, and to find, to fit yourself in the calendar of availability. While this company could give you, okay, the trip we designed for you because you know how many people you travel with, what kind of people, what do you want to see, what kind of traveler you are. okay, we've got a car for you and the itinerary for you and the places for you, second part of June. This is when you book your holidays.
And the list of discounts for,
And the
for the
discount. And
customers.
because if someone goes, okay, I want to go in June, so they go June 1st to June 14, nothing. But the company could tell you, but we can make it happen second part of June. And you go, okay, yeah, I'll just move different holidays. That's what I control. I control who do I go with. I don't control your calendar. So let's work together in an interactive way. So this kind of replaces, maybe not replaces, but aids the travel agent who would on the phone tell you, okay, we can make it work, between those dates. So slightly adjust, or maybe go one day longer, one day shorter.
Because by default, like the 99% of the responsibility is on the person that rents an RV to really take care of the itinerary on the plan, to be flexible. At the same time, this is like some people love it to plan everything by themselves, but some are 50-50. They would
I
like to
guess
have
most,
some
you go on
inspiration and
holidays to
direction.
relax. You go on holidays to have a good time. This is why all inclusive is so popular. You literally, okay, this is the time of the year you don't have to worry about anything like food. You choose an excursion, stuff like this. All you need to do is decide what you want to see: the pyramids or a sphinx or I don't know.
So who knows? Who knows? Maybe out of 10,000 people landing on a page, maybe I don't know, 9,000 is absolutely ready to take on the full RV adventure with all the planning, all the responsibility, but maybe 1,000 benefit from some help in planning and in holding their hand. And basically, if you increase the chances of them booking with that specific company, you win them over and you increase revenue.
Yeah, and
Period.
this value exchange. So I helped you now, like people feel like, okay, this company cares. So like, there is a solution to help me design something what I want. So they save me time. And yeah, like so you basically, the result is that you got what you want because you kind of told us what you want. And you have a car available right there on the screen. So make a booking, make a pre-booking there. It becomes a very easy decision rather than,
Or
no,
even,
I will go and try somewhere else.
or just reserve a car and let us contact you.
Yeah, or for a lead generation, something like this. Like, those tend to be on the pricier side of purchases. So a support with a real person or a confirmation that's welcomed. But I think, always when the research comes and it's on, let's say, the more expensive side of purchase or transaction, this is where those solutions shine because and even when on the configurator like this, we can show you like, because we know the costs you are comfortable paying, we adjust the pricing towards like, the total cost will be X. So then like, even saying that, and that's like a total cost, including insurance, including some extras, including stuff like this. So basically that with a lot of, renting a car, sometimes you have to read the whole thing, like, okay, what's covered, what's not covered, what done, what not done. And stressful beginning of the holidays, nobody wants that.
That's another idea, that to validate with ChatGPT the agreement, and it's already there. You're about to sign an agreement online, and there is a button validate. Click OK, and it loads
Yeah.
up the prompt, and it gives you a legal, whereas explain it to me as if I am like 10 years old, and like no, it's all fine. Okay, thank you. I don't have to copy and paste it to ChatGPT to double check that what should I worry
That's
about
actually a
as
good
part
idea.
of the agreement. That's another one that could increase the conversion rate. All right.
Yeah, so like, I think in the description of this video, there will be all the links you look for. So if you are interested in following this process with us for your website, for your e-commerce or any like, service business that you have, reach out. We are more than happy to help. And Rado is also running the workshop. So if you want to learn how to create solutions like this, get the knowledge yourself and maybe try, that's the best way to do it. I would recommend combining it. So first get an understanding how those things are created. So then we can later on have a more like, informed and creative experience. So everyone is comfortable, and we treat it as a service so that we will help you specify the right places. We'll create those applications and we'll maintain and optimize from the level of the whole website. In one subscription fee. So yeah, I think all the details will be in the description.
Thanks a lot, Adam.
Thank you, Rado. Pleasure as
See
always.
you in the next one. Take
Take
care.
care. Bye
Bye.
bye.